Welcome back to Jamie's Adventures in Dirt Form. My name is Ricky, and today we are going to start Sweden, the final event in the Global Rally series. So we're going to break up the stages the way we've been breaking up the stages, with 2 stages per episode. So today is 2 medium-length stages.
Hey, if we want to enter more prestigious competitions, we're going to need to get a good ranking going in.
No, we're going to need to win.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
So as I was saying just a second ago to Maggie, we have to win. We have to win Sweden. End of discussion. This is a must win. Well, specifically, we have to come in. We have to place better than the guy who's currently in first place, whose name is just complete. I'm blanking on right now. I really should have made sure to double check it before we started, but I forgot. Anyway, so we have to place better than him. We have to score 5 points better than him, which actually may just be as much as placing 1 spot in front of him on the leaderboard. The reason I mentioned that it's must win is because of 2 things. The first one is that I have done almost no warm-up. I've done no warm-up, not almost no warm-up. That's a lie. I've done no warm-up at all. Like I did for Wales. In Wales, I went and did some free play stuff just to kind of get a hang of just to kind of get a hang of this, the area. I did not do this for Sweden here. And thing is, I've been pretty good in Sweden, except the sides. Because the roads are much narrower, or the track is much narrower, I guess. Get off the side and don't hit the people. At least they're all bundled up. I've never paid attention to whether they are or not. Anyway, so I tend to go up on the sides and flip, so that's probably going to be a thing that might happen a few times. Yeah, so I didn't do that, but also it's not like I've even played like other racing games or whatever. All I've been doing is playing Skyrim, so we'll see how rusty I am. It's been a week since I played Dirt 4, because last time I recorded an episode was a week ago. And, yeah, so we'll see how that goes. The other reason I bring up the fact that this is must win is that when it was announced that we were actually in second place, that Jamie was actually in second place in the championship, she had kind of what I can only describe as a mini freak out. It wasn't a panic attack, you know, but it was just this oh crap pressure filled moment where she was like, am I going to be able to do this? You know, am I going to be able to overcome the insurmountable odds against me that, you know, she's placing on herself at this point? You know, so the good news about that little mini freak out, again, I wouldn't classify it as a panic attack, just kind of a no crap moment. That, the good news about that is that, Jamie has a new therapist, and her new therapist, who's based in Dallas, I might add. Jamie went to see her new therapist not immediately, but in between Wales and here. That was a terrible turn, but I guess it'll work. It could be worse. I could have missed the turn, or I could have done that. Get off the wall. Okay. So she went to see her new therapist in between Wales and here. She and Maggie, I mentioned this last week, that she and Maggie and Hope were all going over there to meet her in person, have conversations with her. I hope you guys enjoyed that snow in your face. I mean, it's snowing, but also I'm blasting it in your face from the ground. So, getting it twice, that's always fun. So, I know that it was like a week in our time between the whales and this, but it was actually about a month in Jamie's time. And, so so they went back home, and of course, as I mentioned, her new therapist is based in Dallas, which is part of the reason why Hope was really into trying to get her for Jamie. And for those of you who maybe you don't know or you've forgotten or whatever, Jamie is based Jamie was raised in McKinney. That's where her father is from, which is north of Dallas, north of the Metroplex area. So it's good to have someone who's kind of, you know, in that area for when she's in the off season. She can see her regularly and easily without having to have like teleconferences all the time, video chats and whatnot. And coming back, I think she felt a lot better, you know. Although I don't feel like I'm driving better than I drove. Like the last two stages, I felt like I was driving really solidly. I feel like Jamie was driving really solidly, I guess I should say. And I feel like that's not the case today, but who knows? Because, you know, you never really know who's going to wind up in first place. Like, it can tell you that Mercier is in first place, or is the, you know, the person who's in the lead when you start, but that doesn't mean that somebody else couldn't sneak in some dark horse you're just not ready for. Oh, well, okay. I'll tell you a little bit more. So, also, Hank's here, so that's pretty cool. Our old lead engineer, he came, and I'll talk about that in the next stage.
Hey, that went really well. Great stage. Good work.
Good. First. All right. Yes. Okay. So not a dark horse, but the person who should win, coming in first place. That's always a good thing, you know. So good. Okay. Really dominant first stage performance from Jamie. That's what we need. We need to start out the event with a good time. Also, it's Martin who we have to beat. That's his name, just FYI.
Engineer says just ignore this body damage, running fine.
Cool.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
So, we knew Hank was going to come. It's not like this was a surprise. He of course, is actually from Finland and lives there. But he for those of you who may not remember or just haven't watched some of the earlier episodes, which is okay, Hank used to be our lead engineer, but he quit because he has 2 little boys that he was missing. Come on! Score! I want everyone to see that was probably the most amazing slow barrel roll ever done. Hank would be proud. So, yeah, it's been really good to see him. He brought his whole family out. But yeah, okay, I don't think I finished talking about it. But he had to quit because he was missing. He didn't have to quit. He chose to quit because he was missing his boys and his wife and his family. And so he went back to Finland and he opened. Well, he didn't open up. He went in with a friend of his and started a local garage. His friend owned a garage. He basically unfortunately his friend owned a garage in another city, and it closed for reasons I don't actually fully know, and so they opened up a new one where in the town where Hank lives, and oh, I don't think I've ever seen someone as happy as he is. I know he's come and crap. I know he's come and seen us other times, but that's a 10-second penalty I can't walk away from. I'm doomed with that. Oh look, and a 4-second penalty because I didn't get stopped in time. Go. This is not going well. This may be our lost stage. This cannot be our lost event. That was Spain. but I'm driving reckless while I'm talking, and I don't mean to be driving so reckless. I mean, first we ran into the stands, which is a 10-second penalty, and then we did a flip. I mean, we did that really sweet flip that didn't get us penalty time. Anyway, so yeah, it's been really good to see Hank. And we were surprised because they're expecting another child, he and his wife. Little girl. I've never seen, I mean, I've never seen him so happy, so ecstatic, you know. I knew that he has twin boys, and I knew that he always wanted a little girl too. That he really wanted a boy and a girl, and then when he and his wife found out they were having boys the first time, they had a real conversation about, is this it? Are we done? Is 2 kids enough for us? And 2 kids was enough for them. They weren't exactly planning on having a 3rd child. It was a happy little accident. And yeah, I told him he should name it. He should name his daughter Jamie. He said his exact words were, "I don't think that's really a good Finnish name. Why is my mouse pointer on the screen?" Well, oh, it went away. Okay. The cursor just decided to show up on the screen. I'm using a controller, so I don't know why the mouse ever shows up on the screen. I really think that more games should detect that you're using a controller and be like, oh, you're using a controller, so we won't, if the mouse gets slightly bumped, change your input for no reason at all. I mean, certain games like Fortnite, it's interesting because some people will use a controller in Fortnite, but use a mouse to aim when they get into, like, real, which I totally get, sort of. I can't aim with a mouse either. Not that this has anything to do with Fortnite or anything, but so yeah, so but it's been good to see. It's been good to see. It's good to see Hank. I think it was good for Jamie too. Even though, I mean, her therapist was also good for her. She needed to. I think she needed to see another friendly face. Like, she's seen enough, someone she hadn't seen for a while, you know, that kind of a friendly face. Not like Maggie, who's always a friendly face, but she sees all the time anyway. So, I don't know. Part of me wonders if this is actually going to be a big jump. Because it slowed down so much. Nope, there's definitely a... Nope, that wasn't a jump at all. I mean, what did you... I don't... Oh, there's the end. Okay, so this wasn't good. This was... I mean, even if we win, it still wasn't good. 14 seconds of penalty time. There's no way. There's no way we come out on top, though.
Okay, cool. Stage time's been confirmed.
Told you. Oh, well, we still finished second, so only 9 seconds of penalty time, which is good, because I thought going into the crowd would be a 10-second penalty time thing, plus the flip. But I guess it's only 5 seconds going into the crowd like that. 5:25. On the plus side, it wasn't Martin who beat us. It was, Niemi? Yeah, I'm going to try and avoid pronouncing that name again. So, event standings. So, we are still ahead of Martin, which is good, because, again, we have to win this event in order to win the championship. But if we do win the event, regardless of where Martin is, we win the championship, if I'm doing my math right. So those are the first 2 stages in Sweden in the Global Rally Series. We got first in the first stage, we got second in the second stage. I think we're off to a good start, don't get me wrong, but I don't think we should lose focus. This has been Jamie's Adventures in Dirt 4. Thank you for watching. Come back soon for more Dirt 4.